Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric. Today I'm going to unbox and take a look at some of these retro-bit multi-cart collection cartridges that just came out not too long ago. They sent some of these my way. I'm incredibly stoked. I get to unbox and look at brand new Super Nintendo and NES games. You bet your sweet ass I'm gonna do this. So let's go ahead, kick back, relax. It's time to start the video, guys. So yes, these were made by Retrobit just recently. You can see I have Data East Classic Collection, which is an assortment. It's a 5-in-1 collection of games such as Side Pocket, Magical Drop 1 and 2, Fighter's History 1 and 2, I believe. You know, it's a classic little game collection by Data East. Then we also have a Data East All-Star Collection for the NES. This has Burgertime, Side Pocket, I believe Ring King, and a couple others, so that's not too bad. It's another 5-in-1 cart, which NES multi-cart's always fun and neat to look at. We also have Joe and Mac, the Ultimate Caveman Collection. This is a 3-in-1 multi-cart. I don't own any of the Joe and Mac games, so it's nice that I have them all in one cartridge. And then we also have the Brawlers pack, which has Rival Turf, Brawl Brothers, Peacekeepers, and Tough Enough. So let's go ahead, pop some of these suckers open. So since I already have it in my hand, we're going to open the Brawlers pack. I'm pretty excited. This is really, really neat. It's always fun opening these. I know there's people out there like, don't open, don't open. Hey, it's time to play the game. It's always cool. This takes me so far back when it comes to opening old games like this. Old new games is even better because it's like I'm a child all over again. Oh man, it even has like the classic box feel. You know what I'm talking about. How only a Super Nintendo box could feel like that. So sliding it out, looks like we have a few things included just from the get-go. We got some little pin buttons, and then we have the cartridge. And the cartridge actually looks pretty cool, but let's take a look at the pins. Right there. One's Tough Enough, and then one is one of the other games, which is, I guess it's the Brawlers pack logo. But let's pop out the cartridge, take a look at it real quick. Look at that. These don't look like normal Super Nintendo cartridges, which that is what differentiates them from the main cartridge. As a matter of fact, these kind of look closer to Super Famicom cartridges, which I think is rather neat, honestly. And of course, we get a little dust sleeve. That's always nice. So good high quality presentation in the cartridge. Let's see what else is in the package. So of course we have some stickers. That's cool. Rival Turf sticker. And then a Tough Enough sticker. And I remember the cartridge, the artwork was this on the cartridge. So that's really cool. That takes me back. Then of course we have the manual. And the manual is actually a kind of a fold out one. Well, that's interesting. So it comes out kind of like a poster, as you can see. And it shows you the controls, everything like that. So that is what is inside the Brawlers pack. Now, most of the games on here, obviously, Brawlers pack, it's going to be all fighting games. And to be quite honest, beat 'em ups aren't really my thing. I start to get bored after a while. But Brawl Brothers, Rival Turf, Tough Enough, Peacekeepers, a lot of these are really underrated games that came out around the time when better games like Final Fight were coming out and Streets of Rage and stuff like that. But I think it's really cool that they did a Jaleco Brawlers pack because it allows people to get the opportunity to play some of these games all in one place, and they all look great, they sound great, and this feels and looks true to what the original Super Nintendo cartridges looked like, and it works perfectly, it controls fine, and it didn't look like it was a bad port or bad emulation at all. I actually enjoyed these. This was my first time getting these games knocked out of the backlog. So the Brawlers pack, one thumb up. Now I will say this before I continue on the video. These cartridges, all of them, did not work on the Retron 5 or the Retro Freak. I couldn't get past the menus on the screens, but they worked perfectly on a lot of the other consoles I had, like the Retro Trio, the original software, of course, and countless other softwares. The only two that I personally own, the Retron 5 and the Retro Freak, they wouldn't work on it. So I was a little let down about that. Next up, we have the Joe and Mac Ultimate Caveman Collection, and For some reason, the artwork on the front of it does not really look like Joe and Mac. I have no reason why or idea why they didn't use the actual Joe and Mac artwork or stuff. That's kind of weird, but let's go ahead and open it up. Joe and Mac is a series that I haven't really gotten to really play, but I've always wanted to. It's always critically acclaimed. I know Billy from Game Chasers loves it, and it looks like it's a load of fun. I just never personally owned it. So here we go. And just like the other cartridge that we just opened, the Brawlers pack, it includes the game with some buttons. And this one has Joe and Mac, Joe and Mac, Joe and Mac on one button. And then it also has the artwork for the Joe and Mac collection. And just like the other cartridge, looks a lot like a Super Famicom logo. And I happen to think these cartridges look really great. And yeah, we also got some stickers in here. We got Tyrannosaurus. You get it? You get it? So hilarious. I love that cheesy 90s humor. So taking a look at the Joe and Mac collection, Joe and Mac has always been such a colorful and vibrant game that's so fun. It's dinosaur themed. There's big character sprites. The two Joe and Mac characters are just a great little joy to look at. I love how much personality is captured on their sprites. And these games have always been pretty rock solid. I think Data East did a real good job. In terms of adventure games during the 90s era, Joe and Mac are some of the most nostalgic for a lot of people. And I could definitely see why. Playing through some of the first levels of these games, I had a lot of fun, and I really can't wait to sink my teeth into Joe and Mac Ultimate Caveman Collection a lot more. Again, I didn't run into any other issues besides it not working on the Retron 5 or the Retro Freak. So our next cartridge is Data East Classic Collection, and to be quite honest, this is one that I really am not too interested in. Magical Drop 1 and 2, puzzle games. I mean, they look cute. They look similar to Puzzle Bobble. And Magical Drop 2 actually wasn't released over in the United States. So it's cool that it is on this multi-cart. However, games like Side Pocket, it's an upgraded 16-bit version of the 8-bit Side Pocket. I don't know. There's just something about billiards and video games that I really can't get behind. Not to mention Fighter's History. It's kind of a Street Fighter 2 clone. As a matter of fact, it's very much like a Street Fighter 2 clone. There's a lot of similarities to it and everything. I guess that's kind of cool that there's a fighting game in here. I really hadn't played this one in the past. And then, of course, we had the other Fighter's History. So there's 2 fighting games, 2 puzzles games, and a billiards game on this collection. But let's go ahead and open it up, take a look. And just like in the other ones, it is the game with some pins. Pins, I guess, are the latest craze. I know a lot of gamers put them on their satchels and their notebook bags. This one we have a Fighter's History badge and a Magical Drop badge. And of course, here's the game. Nothing out of the ordinary like the other 2 that we had. These are actually all pretty uniform, which is cool. Let's see what we have inside. Looks like we have quite a few things in here. We have a Side Pocket sticker. And then we also have a very kawaii Magical Drop picture. And of course the instruction booklet, which also folds out into like a mini poster like the other ones. So that's pretty cool. They put little knickknacks and stuff inside of these boxes when they really did not have to. Data East Classic Collection played well. Data East Classic Collection has an assortment of different genres of games, but I need some action, I need some adventure and stuff, so I don't really prefer to play that one compared to like the Joe and Mac one, which for me, Joe and Mac is all of one genre. This one is a mixture of it. There's not enough blending of one or the other amongst the 3 carts that I opened right now. You know, Joe and Mac, just retro platform. The Classic Collection is more puzzles and 2 fighters. And then the Brawlers pack is all beat 'em up. So, I mean, we're getting a little bit of variety amongst all of the cartridges. But so far, none of them had a good chunk of variety on the same one. But the Data East All-Star Collection on the NES fixes that remedy because it has Ring King, which is fighting. It has Bad Dudes, which is a beat 'em up. It has Side Pocket, which is the sports. It has Bump and Jump, which is a little bit of an action racing game. And it has Burgertime, which is like a puzzle arcade game. So I think for the best bang for your buck out of all of these, this one is the one to get. and I'm an NES fanatic. So let's open it. Let's see what it looks like. Gotta use your teeth when opening this. It's been a while since I opened an NES anything, so it's really cool that Retrobit made these, and it looks so classic. Look at that. So let's see what the contents are inside. Oh, this time the pins came right out, and they're in a separate thing. We got Ring King and Burgertime. The cartridge looks way past cool. Look at that. For an NES cartridge, that's pretty legit. A black one. Oh, and it even has a dust sleeve, some stickers. That is legit. Look, a dust sleeve for it. Dust sleeves are always good. Of course, manual and some Build a Burgertime sticker set. I think that is legit. So this was an unboxing and look at these classic multi-carts from Retrobit. We got Jaleco, we got Data East, lots of arcade hits in here, lots of arcade classic hits in here. We got brawlers, we got puzzlers, we got fighting games, we got sports, we got billiards, we got platforming with cavemen. I think it's a good little variety. If I had to pick one to get, it would be the All-Star Collection, just because it has a bit more variety of genres, some classic hits in here. Who doesn't love Burgertime? And then, of course, you know, the Joe and Mac collection also is a good, just because some of these games actually cost kind of a bit of a penny on the Super Nintendo. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's little video and look at these cartridges. I'm going to put a link down below in case you're interested in checking them out. Thanks to Retrobit for sending these for me to share with you guys. I'll see you next video. Have a nice day. Peace out.